Hey, real estate fans. Alice Lema here, broker John L. Scott in beautiful Southern Oregon with another edition of the weekly podcast. Today, we're going to talk about 6 reasons why people still want to sell, even in this crazy volatile market. So we've got a chart from KCM, Keeping Current Matters, one of my favorite websites. So before we get to that, I want to give you a quick second to subscribe to the channel, give us a like, thumbs up, send some questions, share with your friends. And if you want to talk to me personally, privately during the weekend, 541-301-7980, numbers up there. Reach out to me. I'm around all week and we can talk about your personal real estate stuff. Okay. So on to the podcast, 6 reasons why people still want to sell their house, even in this volatile market. Number one, 31% want different features and amenities. A lot of us got sick of being home during the shutdown. And here we are a few years later, and we're making changes. We're putting our house on the market because we want a different kind of setup. A lot of us want pools, bigger backyards, more garages. Nicer backyards, more privacy, less privacy. But the idea that we just don't want to fix the house we're in, we want to move because it's easier sometimes to move than to remodel. 31%, number one. Number two, 29%, home no longer meets their needs, kind of dovetailing on number one. And again, accommodating work from home, accommodating school from home, just a different lifestyle, bigger house, smaller house. 29% said house doesn't meet their needs anymore. Number three, need a home office to work out of. Number three, 26% said they want a home office. So that's kind of a bigger house, or they want a different floor plan. Super common. Number four, 23% want to be closer to loved ones. Happens all the time, especially during the holidays. You watch these holidays. We're going to get phone calls. People are going to want to move here. They're visiting their kinfolk. They love it. They don't want to leave. Happens all the time. That's number four, 23% want to be closer to their loved ones. Number five, 22% want a smaller house. So smaller house, less work, pretty common, especially with older people. And number six, 17% no longer need to live near the office because they can remote work from anywhere. A lot of our relocators coming to Southern Oregon are in that category. Number six, 17%. Also want to go back to number three, 26% need a home office. There's folks in that category that are also lumping in a schoolroom. Some folks are accommodating their at-home students in case of hybrid or ongoing hybrid learning, but also some kids or even adults are homeschooling. So and they need another room for that. So those are our 6 reasons people are still selling, even in this traumatic environment. Such a hard week for everybody. I know it was just tough to watch. Interest rates well over 6% again. And the stock market really struggling. But let's talk briefly about what's going on in Southern Oregon this week. Our listings are still more. We have more listings than we did this time last year. Jackson County has 5% more listings than it did this time last year. Josephine County is up 8% in total listings from this time last year. And Klamath County is down 6% from this time last year. What do you think of that? So starting to change a little bit. Let's talk about how many closings we had and prices, because that's where the meat is, right? So the number sold in Jackson County this week is down 2% from this week last year. Josephine County is down 9% from this time last year, and Klamath County down 4%. Now, these are number of closings. So Jackson County down 2%, number of closings from this time last year. Josephine County down 9% from this time last year of closings, and Klamath County down 4% from this time last year of number of closings. Now, let's look at our prices. Here we go. Jackson County is up. Price is up 5% year to date from this time last year. Josephine County is up 6% prices, and Klamath County is up 10% from this time last year. Wow. It's crazy times. Prices are still going up, even though we have a ton of price reductions. The market's different. People started too high. So we have a lot of price reductions, but if you look at the overall appreciation, all the homeowners are still making money. And it looks like it's still at a pretty good clip, even though we have the number of closings down, the number of solds down, and we have more listings. So there you go. So our little Southern Oregon is still holding its own. And we gave you 6 reasons from KCM today why people are still selling. Because, there's a lot of that talk around the kitchen table. And I get these phone calls here. It's like, why would anybody sell right now? And that's why, because it's still a good time to make real estate changes happen in your life if it makes your life better. Okay. So that's our podcast for this week. If you need anything, reach out 541-301-7980. Sorry, I know my own phone number, but there you go. Reach out to me. Be happy to help you with your real estate needs this weekend. Otherwise, have a beautiful couple of days. Hug those you love. We'll see you next week. Bye now.